WALD First Alert Weather was meteorologist Andrew Gorton.
It's not often we get 100% coverage of rain in a day here in South Georgia, but that's what we have right now as moisture from Tropical Storm Colin is pushing on up. Now, we're not getting the wind from it yet. That comes a little bit later on, but you can see these heavy bands. The heaviest bands have come right through this area earlier today, and that's where the heaviest rain is right now as well. From Sylvester to Tifton down to Thomasville and over to Bainbridge. These will continue to move off to the northeast as we go through the afternoon, but there's not really an end in sight for the foreseeable future here, at least in the next few hours. And where that green is highlighted is where those heaviest bands have come. Now, this is radar estimated rainfall totals over the past 24 hours, really since midnight. Almost 2 inches in Cordele, almost 1.5 inches here in Albany. But check out Camilla right now. It says that our radar indicates almost 4.5 inches. It's probably overdoing it just a little bit, but a lot of rain has fallen nonetheless. And to the east of 75, not yet to 1 inch of rain, but that comes later tonight as the low. That is Tropical Storm Colin. It won't be anymore, but when it approaches, you'll get some more rain. Now, we are under aerial flood watches for most of South Georgia. This means there's a chance for some flooding later on today, especially with the rain that we have. And right here, there's a flood warning in Florida, but no warnings right now across Georgia. But we are expecting 2 to 5 inches of rain as we go through the rest of the day. Now, we do have a slight risk for severe weather in our extreme southeastern counties, and that includes the a chance of isolated tornadoes. So we will be keeping an eye on that as we go through the rest of the day. But the main threat that we need to focus on today will be the flooding. So if you see water in the roads, it's really not worth risking it to try to get through there. Either wait it out or find another way home or wherever you're going. Now, this is Colin right now, still 200 miles away from the coast of Florida. It's not your most organized tropical storm we've ever seen, but what we really need to focus on is not where the center of the low is, it's where the moisture is. It's already pounding the Gulf Coast of Florida, and all that rain is just pushing up into South Georgia. So we have a long time left here with the rainfall, and the path, which I'll show you here in a second, is going to keep it going to the northeast, and this stationary front here is going to keep it from going into central Georgia. But as this keeps coming down to the southeast, it's going to make Colin go off to the Carolina coast and eventually out to the Atlantic. So here's the path that we have right now. We call this the cone of uncertainty. Sounds a little daunting, but all it is just the possible path that Colin is expected to go. And it's supposed to make landfall this evening in the Big Bend area of Florida. Now, it hasn't strengthened at all from this morning. We'd be looking for the pressure to be dropping. It's holding steady at 1,004. Now, it could go a little bit more into South Georgia or more into the Florida Big Bend area. Nonetheless, we are going to get more rain tonight. You can see it there on our Alpha Insurance camera in Moultrie, and the visibilities are not good out there. Add that with the rainfall that we're having, the slick roads, it just isn't a very good time to be out right now. So if you do have to be out, please be careful. The temperatures, they're going to be well below average today, but it's still going to feel very gross outside with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Average high for today is 90 degrees. And the winds right now, they're less than 10 miles an hour. That will change as we get into this afternoon. Wind still coming from the east, but check this out. After 6 o'clock, that low gets closer to us. The wind, sustained wind, goes up to 20 miles an hour, and that's in that slight risk of severe weather. It's going to continue to push off to the northeast. We won't be done with the rain until after 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then it dries out, warms back up. We've got temperatures back in the low 90s as we get into the end of the week, mid to upper 90s by next weekend. Carla?